675. Change each of the following equations from logarithmic form to exponential form, or vice versa. So real quick before we start, remember if we have y is equal to log base b of x, this is what we call logarithmic form, or I'm just going to call it log form here. It's when you actually have the word log. It's pretty easy to remember. Exponential form is when we take it there and we end up with having our output or our y value as our exponent. So remember here, when you write a number in exponential form here, you got to have a base in order to have an exponent. And log base b, okay, that's the same base that we're referring to. So we're going to have a b. Now what's the exponent? The exponent ends up being the y, the part that's isolated there. This is our form for being able to isolate y, so we could, graph it or treat it like it's a function instead of having it up here as the exponent. And then our outcome, our answer, remember, is always going to be where that x is right now. So the general form here, b to the power of y equals x. So here we go. Let's look at letter A. Letter A is y equals log base 12 of x. So we're in log form, so we're going to be going from log to exponential form on this one. So the first thing here, let's identify the base. The base is 12, so I've got 12 here. My exponent in exponential form, remember, comes from the part that's by itself in log form. So we have 12 to the power of y should equal x. That is our answer for part A. Part B. We're given x equals log base y of 17. So again, this is log form going to exponential form. So I'm going to recopy it here. X equals log base y of 17. So the first thing we have to look at is our base in log form is going to be y. So that becomes our base here. Remember, our exponent comes from the part that's by itself. So y to the power of x should equal 17. So again, we've gone from log form to exponential form. Whoops, not move it too far here. Letter C. We're given y is equal to 1.75 raised to the power of 2x. This is an example of going from exponential form to log form. And, how do I know that? Well, do you see the word log in here? We don't. Now, there are some times where you'll see log and it'll still be in exponential form, but I don't see the word log at all, so it has to be in exponential form. So for letter C, we have y equals 1.75 raised to the power of 2x. So our base here is 1.75. So the first thing I'm going to do when I go from exponential form to log form is write the word log. If I know my base is 1.75, then I'm going to go ahead and put my 1.75 down here, the little subscript number. And then remember that our exponent is the part that we would end up trying to solve for, so it ends up coming out here by itself, 2x. And then we've got our y here. So log base 1.75 of y equals 2x. Let's move on here to letter D. Actually, let's box in our answer there first. So letter D. We have 3y equals x to the 7th power. Again, we're looking to go from exponential form to log form on this one. So I'm going to pay close attention here to where my exponent's located at 7 there. But remember, the first thing here makes it easier to do, going from exponential form to log form, is just go ahead there and write the word log. Oh, I guess I should copy the problem here first. 3y equals x to the 7th power. So I'll write down my word log. When I look at my expression here, I'll look down here since I already wrote it down here. Okay, my base that's being raised to a power here is x, so I'm going to say log base x, and my 7 is my exponent, which goes out here by itself, and then we're going to put our 3y in here as kind of the output for this part. So we get 7 equals log base x of 3y. And that is the answer for D. So here are your 4 answers for A, B, C, and D. We're just practicing taking our expressions from logarithmic form to exponential form and vice versa. Problem 6-75, not a very difficult concept, but if you can't keep track of where things are coming from, it can be very difficult for you. Hope this helped. If you have further questions, make sure you ask your teacher.